Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and we are taking a look at training camp for a few players in the NHL fighting for a roster spot this season. There's up in Vancouver, Niels Hoglander, who has really performed at a high level. And the expectation is the former 2019 second round pick could make the lineup here for the Canucks, potentially in the top 6 this season. On the other side, for the New York Rangers on the East Coast, it seems like K'Andre Miller is making an argument to be in the top 6 for the Rangers blue line. We're going to be taking a look at both those guys in this video. If you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and a subscribe down below. And let's take a look at K'Andre Miller and Niels Hoglander. Alright, so we're going to start things off looking at Niels Hoglander, the 2019 second-round pick, 40th overall by the Vancouver Canucks. The past couple seasons, he's been playing in the SHL with the Rögle Angelholm, whatever you want to call that. In his first season, he put up 14 points, 16 points, and 14 points in only 23 games this past season. This year, the 2020-21 season. He performed really well in the 2020 World Juniors under 20. He put up 11 points in 7 games, and this is a really good hockey player. And I think he has a little bit of a head start over some of these other players in North America because he's been playing in the SHL for the past couple of months, and like I said, performed very well, and now he's ready to go in the NHL, and a lot of the Canucks big people out in Vancouver are very, very high on the young Niels Hoglander, only 20 years old. He just turned 20 before Christmas. There's a lot of excitement around Niels Hoglander, the potential that he could jump into the Vancouver Canucks top 6 this year, playing alongside the Tanner Pearson line. There's absolutely a possibility that happens. I don't think he'll be getting on the top line. I think that's Brock Besser's spot to be alongside Elias Pettersson and JT Miller. But Niels Hoglander can make an argument to be on that second line for the Vancouver Canucks. Looking at a Wisconsin Badger on the New York Rangers, former first-round pick back in 2018, 22nd overall, 20-year-old defenseman K'Andre Miller. K'Andre Miller from St. Paul, Minnesota, so he's got the Minnesota blood in him. He's been playing at the University of Wisconsin the past 2 seasons. He put up 22 points in 26 games, and most recently 18 points in 36 games last season. So he definitely had a regression year with the Badgers. That entire Wisconsin team had a regression last year. He's expected to make the New York Rangers this season. Over the last couple years in the World Juniors, he's put up 3 points in 11 games. But again, he's more of a stay-at-home defenseman, so that's to be expected. He has an NHL size. He's 6'3", 206 pounds. This is a guy that's been making an argument, again, kind of like Niels Hoglander, has made a name for himself in training camp. He hasn't been playing like Niels Hoglander has in the SHL the past couple of months. But K'Andre Miller has obviously had a good training camp. He probably had a great offseason, and at only 20 years old, there's a lot of potential in K'Andre Miller potentially becoming a superstar. And he's going to be 21 here by the end of the month. So once training camp gets going, he will already be 21 years old, still young as a defenseman. But looking at the Rangers' blue line, you can make an argument that he can make this roster. I mean, I hate to say it, the Rangers' defense is probably one of their weakest points, and not to mention he's a left shot defenseman, which the Rangers could definitely use. Looking at their current left shot, you have Tony DeAngelo, who is a right shot defenseman, Ryan Lindgren, and they have K'Andre Miller listed on the roster here according to Daily Faceoff. I think that's a very real possibility. K'Andre Miller seems like a really good stay-at-home defenseman. He probably knocks out a guy like Jack Johnson, who is projected. He'll probably be in the lineup here for the Rangers, but he'll be more of a call-in guy. We're not going to see, I expect we're going to see K'Andre Miller more, but that's just something to keep an eye on there. Let's take a look. What are the other defensemen? I know Jack Johnson is one of them. Do they still have? Yeah, so they still have Brendan Smith. Adam Fox, Anthony Benedetto is another one. So there's a couple guys vying for those last spots. I think it is Keandre Miller's to lose at this point. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think Niels Hoglander or Keandre Miller will make the lineup for their respective teams? Honestly, I think both will. And I think they've shown a lot of promise here in training camp. The coaching staff obviously likes what's going on. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think they will be making their rosters this season? Make sure to let me know down below. And if you like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe down below. Make sure to check our Patreon in the links down below for a weekly podcast every Thursday night at 6 o'clock. We talk about the latest news around the NHL as well as answer your guys' questions from the YouTube comment section. So if you're interested in having your comment heard on next week's podcast with a little bit of a shout out at the end, make sure to give a comment down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching and have a great day.